Middle East correspondent Quentin Somerville is in northeastern Syria tonight, and he spoke to Shamina Begum yesterday.
When I spoke to Shamina Begum yesterday, she was still fully intending to return to the United Kingdom. She managed to make it all the way here to Syria without a UK passport. She used her sister's passport to get from Britain to Turkey, and then she crossed into Syria and joined the Islamic State group. Now, the British government has, of course, already stripped IS supporters, IS fighters here in Syria of their citizenship, but they can only do that to them if they have rights to another citizenship. While Shamina Begum's been here, she's had a baby boy. He's now 3 days old. His name is Jarrah. His citizenship is probably okay because he received his. He was born a few days before his mother lost hers. But this whole issue of what to do with these IS women and other IS supporters isn't going to go away. We know that in the last week alone, 12 British women have arrived at displacement camps here in northern Syria. So for the British government, this headache of what to do doesn't end with Shamina Begum.
Quentin Somerville in northeastern Syria there. Well, our Home Affairs correspondent Daniel Sanford is here with me now. The family say they're going to pursue as many legal avenues as they can to reverse this decision. This could take a long time.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable this is now going to be tied up in the courts for months, if not years. The Special Immigration Appeals Commission will be the first port of call for the family and for their lawyers, trying to overturn this decision by the Home Secretary to deprive her of her British citizenship. The Home Office has lost cases there about Bangladeshi citizens in the past, so it's not guaranteed that they'll win that, and so we could see a series of appeals beyond that. And I think it'll be interesting to see which way the courts go in this case. It's certainly not cut and dried. The Home Office has, of course, done this before. It's done it with much more serious cases. For example, Al-Shafi al-Sheikh and Alexander Koti, believed to be part of Jihadi John's so-called Beatles gang. They've been deprived of citizenship, but it looks like they're not trying to come back to the UK, whereas in her case she is. Certainly there's no chance now, what her lawyers were hoping, which was that the Home Office would help them with papers to get her out of northern Syria. That's clearly not going to be the case, and I think we're in for a long legal battle, and she's going to be staying in a refugee camp in northern Syria.
OK, Daniel, thank you. Daniel Sanford there.
Shamina Begum escaped from fierce fighting this month as the Islamic State group she went to join as a teenager slowly loses its last piece of territory in Syria. But returning to the UK became much harder today as the government moved to take away her British nationality. A letter sent to her mother by the Home Office said, "Please find enclosed papers that relate to a decision taken by the Home Secretary to deprive your daughter, Shamina Begum, of her British citizenship."
If apparently you show little remorse, if you join a death cult that has killed British citizens, beheaded British citizens, maimed thousands of our people, there is no return from this.
She caused outrage yesterday by equating the children killed in the Manchester bomb 2 years ago with people being bombed by coalition forces in IS-held areas of Syria.
Like the women and children in Baghuz that are being killed right now, unjustly, by the bombings. It's a two-way thing.
At the weekend, Shamina Begum gave birth to a baby boy who she was carrying under her clothes when the BBC interviewed her. But that doesn't seem to have affected the Home Office decision.
It seems a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. The family are very, very surprised at that. Essentially, she has never been to Bangladesh. There's a lot in the social media saying that she was born there, never been there. She's only been in Britain. So it seems to be a bizarre decision, and I'm not entirely sure how that will stand up legally.
In order to deprive someone of their British citizenship, the Home Secretary needs to be satisfied that to do so is conducive to the public good, and that they've conducted themselves in a manner that is seriously prejudicial to the interests of the United Kingdom. He must also be sure that they're able to become a national of another country.
It now transpires that the mother of Ms. Begum appears to be a Bangladesh national. By Bangladesh law, that would mean that Ms. Begum is a Bangladesh national. That means that she doesn't have only British nationality. Therefore, if her British nationality is removed, she is not stateless.
Tonight, the Home Office said it wouldn't comment on individual cases, but that any decisions to deprive individuals of their citizenship are based on all available evidence and are not taken lightly. Daniel Sanford, BBC News, at the Home Office.